Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode in AI Your Podcast. We are back, Vishnu and Akhil. We have been getting a lot of amazing guests, as you all know, but I think we really miss our conversation together. It's been a while. I think we should start. These AI models, I think, are really interruptive, but I really want to talk today about, like, since you're coming from a film background, right?
Yep.
Tell me what interests you more to create bugging this shit. Right. Tell me why. Like, what made you more interested to create films?
I would say it is the monotony of real life and the experience that we get when we watch a movie, especially on a big screen.
Right.
At least for 2 hours or 2.5 hours, we are cut from our reality and we are provided with an experience that is an amalgamation of everything. Like we have music, we have storytelling, we have visuals, we have color graded, which is in matching with the tone of the movie. Then we have background music, so it is providing a sensation which is not present there in real life.
It's an interesting point that you said music, right? This songs are only in Indian cinemas, right? Where there is a song cut, where
Ah,
it's like uh, the people who are in UK audience, if you go and watch any kind of Indian movies, whether it be Malayalam, Mollywood, Tollywood, or Bollywood, and I think most of our A-class song releases like Kendrick and Drake is being released inside a movie, right? But that is not translated much into Western films or in any other culture.
I have a take on that.
Right.
Like what I say is, Indian culture is, you see, when we talk about the ancestral culture of how our culture was being formed,
Right.
we know a lot of tribals were there in our area,
Sure.
and for our culture, for tribes, music is a very celebrated way of expressing.
Sure.
So when we form an art form like movie, and when we want it to connect with the audience and to for its popularity definitely, and for connecting with the audience, I think music, especially songs, is an integral part of our storytelling. And I know in Western culture, I'm not saying that in the Western culture, in the ancient Western culture, music was not a part, but in some form, in some part of the in the development of film culture, I think they have completely opted out to have the storytelling just with visuals and background music. And music, necessarily, they don't want to show that, what do you say, the kind of masala songs or kind of the dreamy sequence that we have in an Indian
You know
people.
what? Right. Like that's the interesting point, right? But a lot of films, like especially old Malayalam movies, I typically don't watch Bollywood movies much. I would like really low volume, like probably like 10, 15 movies per a year I would watch Hollywood, right? The Bollywood ones, right? Like I would never watch it. Like I don't know why, but I don't see it as much interesting or something like that, right? But Mollywood and Tollywood and Telugu is what I watch much. Telugu, I'm like completely out of the language issue, right? But Tamil, I'm not a fluent speaker, but I'm not a fluent speaker, but an apt speaker, right? But Malayalam, I'm a native tongue. But you know what? Like older Malayalam movies, the songs really represent a certain section of feeling of that movie, right?
Yeah.
Right? It's not like a random song comes
Yep,
up,
yep,
right? It's
yep,
like
yep.
some songs are written for the movie for a particular scene,
Yes, yes.
right?
It's a part of the storytelling.
Right. It's a part of it, of storytelling.
Without that song, that particular sequence won't be complete.
Sure, sure. But then there came a space where you know there is a song and you're kind of introducing a character or a main actor, and you want to introduce, okay, this actor is from this village, he has a mom, he has a dad, he is
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
this,
yeah,
and there is a song just to fill up the space,
yeah. Yep, yep, yep,
right?
yep.
uh, but how,
That is the see. There is a part in screenplay. We, especially when we watch a movie, we know the part of the movie where the character is introduced to the audience, where his premise is introduced, where his family is introduced.
right,
Maybe like 10-20 years before in an Indian film, that will take out nearly like 15 to 20 minutes of the film just to establish his village, the character,
Yeah.
especially. But if we put it into a song, it's like it's
Yeah,
done with just a 5 minute.
yeah.
So in a way, it's a cheat to increase the time for actual storytelling.
Sure. Do you think storytelling is different for Indian films and Western films? And also, can you explain what is a Western film? Is it like a US native film or is it like any other country native film, European or UK native film?
I would say see when we talk about Western films, it's mainly the US film, the Hollywood is actually there.
Right.
Then there is
Why is not UK films in the play? Like,
see it is there. It's also there in the picture. It's also
but
there
is
in
it
the language.
Hollywood though?
It can be coming under Hollywood as well. There are a lot of films, for example, like the
I thought Hollywood is in America, right?
Hollywood is in America, but there are films which are UK based films also which comes under Hollywood.
Okay, so Europe-based films also comes from
Yeah, it's basically a language thing. So
Oh yeah, makes sense.
because see, when we consider a film as a product, it directly comes to the people who are consuming it product.
That
So
makes sense.
people who consume that in English, it will be a particular section of the audience. So they are the
Right, right.
consumers of that product.
We are screwed because we have too much language, dude. Like the country has too much language.
See, I know you are a avid fan of anime.
Right.
What made you, and I know that you were not introduced to anime from a very small age.
Right.
There will
Maybe
be a
cartoon, not anime.
yeah,
Right.
there will be a shift in which your taste might have shifted from films to anime.
Hmm.
How did that happen? What made you
I-
more interested to watch anime than films?
Right. I think the most basic example is like in film you have so much restrictions, dude. Like if I want to take in good film, I need to take care of good actors, right?
Hmm.
In order to convey a scene in its 100% efficiency, or like in order to translate an emotion, the actor need to be superb in micro emotions and
Yep.
micro gestures and stuff like that, right?
Yep.
And that's like a 50-50 chance, right? And also if I want to do something, as in I want to see how like that character thinks in a film, it's very hard to represent it, right? So if, for example, if I have if I have a sequence in film whether like there is a king, and I recently was watching this anime known as Ranking of Kings. It's a very short anime, right? But it's like how what are the duties and responsibilities and the hard choices as a king has to make. That's the whole thing, right? So in that there are three kings: the king of earth, king of heaven, king of hell, right? We kind of hear these terminologies and we say, oh, like king of hell is bad, king of earth should be neutral, king of like heaven should be the supreme commander or something like that, right? But then there comes to a point where the king of hell, we kind of think like, oh, king of hell is a good person, he's just in hell, it's like a Lucifer or something like that, right? He's a fallen angel but still he's an angel, right? So if I want to give a character or if I want to represent like, oh, I in that sequence there is where king of hell has to kill his own soldiers offspring,
Spoiler.
right?
Okay.
It's not a spoiler because you can't understand it unless you
Oh, okay.
see it, because there's a lot of backstory, then only this comes in. Okay, so it can be like put in a trailer or something like that, right? So in order to make us understand, okay, this is not an easy decision for him as well, right? Anime can only represent it. That's why I think anime is way far ahead than any film out there. Like
Hmm.
if you
I mean,
just
if to summarize, your point is that the things which cannot be or which requires more effort in films can be easily made and picturized in anime.
right, because your canvas is limitless,
Okay.
right? You can draw pretty much anything, right? Right. If I say, okay, I'll tell you one thing. Okay, love struck.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
so how much intensity can you do it in film?
Actually, I see. For me, as an aspiring filmmaker, that is where the actual challenge of filmmaking comes.
Right.
Because see, suppose we both have seen love stories from our very small age,
Right, but
and
total
still
garbage, but still,
and and still love stories are being released.
right.
And we know that every love story, which is a good film, will have an individual character of itself. and how they are showing love in that particular emotion in that film will be very very different and very subjective.
Sure.
And I would say, as a filmmaker, as such, it is a challenge of the filmmaker to give a particular story, a particular character in a particular characteristics for that storytelling of that film. I know it's a bit complicated, but I will say that again.
Okay.
For example,
I completely lost the train, dude. Like,
yeah, that's what. See, we have a suppose we both are given a script,
right.
the same script. You have been given the same script, and I've been given the same script.
Sure.
So we are supposed to direct these two, the same movie, the same film with
Right.
the two different films with the same script.
Sure.
So that is where the creativity of the director will come out. I mean, to
Sure.
what efficiency you can bring that particular emotion of the maybe the heroine or the hero. It's a love story. So I'm
Right.
putting heroine and hero.
Right.
So to what extent you can bring out that particular emotion, that completely depends on the caliber and the artistic skill of the director.
Sure. But still, if any director comes, even if two like two different style of directors will be there, right? But still, they are limited in so many aspects. That's why, like, I think it's a handicap for a filmmaker to do any kind of film in front of camera.
That's where the real challenge is, because
No, it's dude, it's like saying I can ride a cycle to my fullest speed, but anime is like a freaking jet engine instead, right? It's like I have so much power behind me. Like you can do it, so you can do an electric cycle, you can put a better tires, you can do aerodynamics, you can lose the weight and stuff like
that
that,
makes
right?
sense, because there is no limitations of humans doing all this stuff,
Sure,
like on the screen at least.
right.
Okay, then I have one. This doubt was in me from the very first time I happened to hear about anime. Do you feel connected when you're seeing non-human characters on screen? I mean, these
Okay.
are like
This is the OG issues for every person who comes
yeah,
like saying, you know, like why you so emotional about this animation because it's not a
yeah.
real thing. So my question is your character inside film a real character?
But at least it is portrayed by real humans.
Okay. So the emotion that the character goes through, is it a real emotion?
See, making
Is
it
it like a
making it
POV documentary film or is it like a
no,
oh
making it real is his job. Is his job as an actor.
right.
Like, to how far, for example, let's say Marlon Brando
Sure.
in Godfather. See, Marlon, the Godfather character could have been played by anyone else.
Anyone else, yeah.
Anyone else. But the what do you say?
Badging of his
Yeah, the way in which he has portrayed it, Marlon Brando has portrayed it, the kind of effort he has put into it, it has been like what do you say, a big
right.
figure in us. Like,
Right.
so whenever you say you happen to hear the word Godfather, the Marlon Brando's image
Yeah,
only comes
offer
to our
can,
mind.
make an
Yeah,
offer. Right.
so he actually made an offer that we can't reject.
Right, right.
That putting his mind image in his mind in our mind as Godfather.
But my question is like, as per like, I have the same issue. My dad also says,
Hmm.
like, why you watch this? Why are you watching this thing? Because you know that it's not real, right?
Yeah.
Right. But that's the issue. Like, you are watching an entertainment, even if it's a film or an anime. Like, at the base of it, you are trying to watch a make believe stuff,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Yep.
So unless you kind of swallow that pill that I am here for entertainment, not for my intellectual superiority of watching a film and laughing it off, you
Okay,
can
I have an
enjoy
answer
it.
to it. I have an answer to it. See, I won't be able to enjoy a film and if the characters and the emotions does not evoke empathy in me. I won't be able to have an emotional connection
Sure.
with them, or I can't empathize for them. Then
Sure.
I won't be able to bridge the connect between my emotional what do you say trajectory and their emotional trajectory. I won't be able
Totally.
to suck in that.
Right.
So a large portion of that comes from me understanding that they are real humans.
Mm.
And I see when Marlon Brando is acting, and I'm not bringing in the thought that he's acting.
Dude, like you are an Indian.
Yeah.
You didn't even see a white person until you're like 20s.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, right.
But still, he was able to evoke that emotion in me.
Sure. So first,
So the first time I watched Godfather, I was like 15, 16 years of age.
right.
I
How
can
did you digest that thing? I don't think at that age I can't even digest
no,
a
because
God.
my brother, who is also into filmmaking, he made me sit in front of the movie made me watch it. I was like, it's so lagging. The
It's
film
so
is so
lagging.
lagging.
It's so
So
lagging.
lagging. Then he made me watch Dark Knight again.
Right, right,
Dark Knight, I was like, I was hooked with that film.
right.
I was hooked with that film.
That's only 1.5, 2 hours, right?
Yeah, no, it is still a long movie, but I was hooked with
No,
that.
Godfather is tired.
Godfather is like it's nearly 3 hours. But I watched the movie. I watched Godfather again after watching Dark Knight.
Hmm.
See, that was when I was introduced at least to these kind of films, which are highly character driven, and that is
Is
where
it Godfather a character-driven movie?
it's 100% character driven. I would say because it has plot in it, but I would say it is.
Is there a film whereby you can say it's a character-driven film and this a story-driven
Yeah,
film?
yeah. It is. I we can take that on two different levels. One is from the script level, and one is from the execution level.
Right.
So, for example, if you say Batman, Dark Knight, it's a very popular film. We all know that. Dark Knight. If you ask me if it's a character driven film, yes, it is a character driven film. And if you ask me if it's an ideology driven film, yeah, it is an ideology driven film as well, because that is also incorporated in the script.
But you do understand that Batman comes from comics, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, but still they were able to make that with real humans, and I was
Batman is
able
still
to.
a real human, dude, in the comics.
Yeah, I'm saying it was basically a comics with no human. uh you know we know the Batman only from comics before
Sure.
the movie was made, but at least when it was made into
The film.
yeah, at least the Jack Nicholson films or this Bruce
Yeah.
or
Newer film.
yeah,
Batman, Bat
Batman,
Knight.
yeah, Dark Knight or whatever it is, the new film as well. We have a Batman, but we know that this guy who plays Batman has played some other characters in some other films.
Sure, sure,
But
sure.
they have made it so convincing that when he comes on frame as Batman, yeah, he is Batman for us.
Yes, yes, yes.
He is Batman
As
for
good
us.
as the costume, right? Correct?
Costume, maybe. And come on, it's not just the costume, it's everything.
There, right? So
All the
it's
elements.
a lot of elements, right?
See, I asked a particular question about anime because I had friends.
Dude, I think you could argue with me and you could have a satisfaction in that a film can win. But in my mind, it's 100% sure. Like without a pin drop of like I have 100% conviction that if you go into anime, you'll be like, wow, dude, this is like
Yeah.
some
I
kind of
want to get into anime because I have a lot of friends who have educated about the supremacy of anime over the
yeah,
films.
right, right.
You're not the first person. I've had friends who have spoken.
Good, because I was this person before I watched anime, right?
Okay.
So when I was doing +1 and +2, my friend was his name is Hari Krishnan. He was like he was like I studied in India, right, like Kerala. So he was coming from US. He did his preschooling in US. He have that thick US accent there, right? But in our PT period and like physical training where we play football, he will go to library and he will read manga. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? We only have this much time to play. Why are you reading manga for Christ's sake? Come and play, right? He's like, dude, it's like I have to just finish this episode, right? Like, dude, we have grown up. Yeah, yeah. And that time it's 17 or 16, right? We have grown up. Like, enough of this bullshit, right? It's like, dude, I can't do anything. I just need to finish it, right? Yeah, I was like, fuck off this thing, right? Then later on, I got into series where like Friends, Big Bang Theory kind of stuff, right? Then it's not like film, but it's like a more elongated stuff, right? Then I like that portion was very exciting, and I did that series watching in college, right? I really remember like my friends, like usually Friends series, you have seen Friends,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I've seen.
So there is an audience cheer part,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
So there is some comedy happening inside the scene, and the audience cheer comes, right? So in my room, I usually don't sit in my allocated room. I go to and sit in my friend's room, right? So I will be watching my series. He will be watching his series. We all be in one room. Like it's not like too much of fun, but it's like uh, after my class, I'm going there. I'm not going to my room, right? So I'm watching this thing, and my friends are like, "Dude, are you fucking mad?" Because they are laughing, and then you are laughing because his POV is like that, right? It's not he's not seeing the scene, but it's he's seeing a laughter, and I'm laughing. I'm like, dude, this is great stuff. You should watch it, right? They were like, no, no, this is dumb, bro. And they were like really carely people were like, they don't like English. They don't. No, it's not. They don't like English music. It's like they don't.
Want to spend that much time or
Right.
invest that
It's
much
not
time.
their go-to.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
It's
100%.
when you have a hard emotion, it's not like, okay, let's go. Guns N' Roses, Led Zeppelin, Scorpion. No, no, no. He's like,
Today I'm
man,
having a
put
hard
the-
day. Disco was breaking bad.
right,
No one
right.
will say that in Kerala.
Right? Yeah, and it was very. It's not like I'm not saying it was so hard for me to watch, and not like that. But it's like it was so hard, not hard. It's like you will be seen as an odd one out from the group, right? My friends would be like saying, "Oh, this is classic Malayalam movie, dude. Manisita Thar." This there is like so much good movies I saw with them, and I understood, right? Because I saw Summer in Bethlehem, right? At that time, when I saw it first, I'm like, yeah, funny movie, right? But then my friend was like, dude, have you noticed like you didn't see who is the person, like who gave the letter? It's still an unnoticed thing, right? I'm like, oh, what? Also, I watched with him again. He's like, tell me, like, who wrote the letter? I'm like, oh shit, that's a deep shit right now, right? But like that, when after my series thing is there, then all of my friends who were mocking this shit were got involved to the series. Then they are bench watching it, right? Then later on, I think I started the series thing with sorry, anime thing with Death Note. So Death Note is one of the shortest animes. Like it's like a gold standard introduction anime. Like anybody who wants to get into anime should watch Death Note
Also, even I
because
will try that.
right,
Yeah.
because it's so short. I would like you to watch the kids like ranking of kings and all. It's a great anime, right? But we don't know whether you will fell for the trap or not because it's not the epic one,
Okay, okay. Understood. I
right?
want to watch One Piece because everyone, all my friends have suggested
But
me
One
this,
Piece
but
is too
it's
long,
I
dude.
know, I
Too
know.
long. It's like once you get that, oh, anime is great, you will definitely. I'm not saying you will binge watch it till the end, but at least you will watch it and you will have this respect to it to continue watching after some time, right?
Understood.
Because it's a long series and you can't be watching it, binge watching it because you will not work anymore.
Understood, understood.
But I think like character development, you should like as a filmmaker, you should really look into anime, dude. Like films, if you can replicate anime how character development is made and you kind of make a formula around it, right? Then you can do as much as film as you want to. Like,
Yeah, but see, uh, in anime we have a lot of episodes, so that character development. See, even the character establishment can be the one season.
oh yeah,
Then you have a lot of episodes to come in, so the character actually grows in with you. Every
uh,
time you watch an episode, you know the it might be the plot that is driving the entire storytelling, but still the character will grow on as per.
the off side of that is like in anime there is so much repetition happening. So my point is like most of the scene is very elongated. So if there is a scene of somebody trying to kill somebody or some hard choices in life, there is like camera one, camera two, camera one, camera two, camera two, camera one, camera two, camera one. It kind of elongates. So that's why it's like it's so one episode. It's probably uh, on ended. It will be like 25 minutes, right? And in that 3 to 4 minutes, there will be an intro song for every anime, which will be there, and first 3 to 5 minutes will be a recap of the previous episode and last 1 minute will be the foreseek of the next episode, right? And in between the at the end there is an end credit section which will take 2 minutes.
Okay.
So like 15 minutes, less than 15 minutes is the runtime. In that 15 minutes there is this camera one, camera two. Will waste so much of time, right? So if you cut that and put it into a film thing, so even in anime we call it fillers. So some episode you don't have to watch it to understand the whole story. It's good to watch it to get
Just
the
the filler episodes.
right, right. But it's not necessary. But I'm really, I don't know, like because I've been in your shoes as well. I kind of understand like film is great kind of stuff. But
See, why I am advocating films is that, see, it is the real world that we live in, the real stuff that we see.
but film is not real, right? It's a fiction that you're trying. It's based on real life film.
Actually, it is fiction, but the fictional part is happening in our mind. What we see with our eyes is not fiction; it's real life.
No,
That's the
it's
difference
still
in
fiction, dude. Nobody dies in film, right?
yeah, but we kind of believe that that character is dead.
Right.
But at the back of the mind, when you're watching a 2.5 films, we won't be like, say, suppose a movie has started and within half an hour we have emotionally connected to a character.
Sure.
And maybe in the last 20 minutes, if that character dies,
Right.
I'll be like, okay, this guy died. I won't be like, the guy who is playing this character has been acted and he's
Right.
dead. That is not my thought process.
Not the actor, the
Yeah, it's
character.
like,
Then
that is what I'm getting hooked to the character.
why don't you think like actor that also is a
Nah, I will think that.
dude? Uh, I stopped so many series just because the leading role died. Like I don't remember which series exactly, but there was a couple of series whereby the leading role is there
Hmm.
and he died and his replacement comes. I'm like, nah, nah, nah. I ain't watching this shit anymore. I
Have you
don't,
seen Peaky Blinders?
not really.
Okay.
I seen like clippets and stuff like that.
I'm,
That's
I'm,
not my
I'm,
jam, dude.
I'm a very big fan of Peaky Blinders. A very big
I don't
fan.
know. That's a Peaky Blinders is not my jam. That's right. I don't like too much of sadness to be in my fiction. Like I am watching this fiction so that I don't want to revisit that feeling anymore. I'm watching to go into a fairy tale and come back and do my work again. Right? That like I like why I like Malayalam movies is so much is that most of the old and newer movies it's very mundane and it's very silly to watch. Like I don't want to go to a I guys I never went to my movie theaters for probably 10 years.
Is it?
Yeah, after I don't go in college. My bachelor's when we study, I rarely go to theaters. I went to Mukkam theater probably like 2 or 3 times. Like Prema Mysore.
What were you doing then?
Dude, I don't go with them. I'm like, it's so boring to me because for me it's like stationary. I have to be under their time, and it's like I'm restricted. Everything is expensive there to buy when I'm going to movie.
No, I have a completely opposite viewpoint with that. For me, especially when we are watching a movie in India, say for in Kerala, we suppose a theater can occupy maybe like 200 people at
Right,
a time.
right.
And remember, this 200 people are coming from different sectors of the
Sector.
society.
Yeah.
There'll be different classes. There'll be different what is a religious belief, or caste belief. Everyone is hooked onto a screen
Sure.
in a dark room for
Right.
like 2.5 hours, and everyone is emoting or sympathizing with it. It's weird, yeah. But for me, that's a big thing. See, uh, what is the difference? Not what it's not films, right? Can you uh have let me
Bus, train, airplane.
but see, what happening is the conversation that are the
You talk to between film. Hey, dude.
no, but see, the kind of conversations happen. Conversations is not real word conversation,
Sure.
but the play that is happening. Suppose you are there, we both are there on a train. There will be other people. They will be in their own world. There is nothing common to connect with everyone.
But when you are even in theaters, you are not talk. You're talking to your friend maybe, but still, if you're talking to a friend, he will say, "Shut the fuck up, dude." Like I'm watching the movie.
Yeah, no conversation will last for like 2.5 hours, right? Last for 2.5 hours, there is no point in coming right here. I paid to have a conversation.
You're making out with a sick diff.
So that point that is actually a very big. I think it's a very what do you call
Do you go to concerts? Like
I like that. Oh, not just concert, even the concept of a party.
party is different, concert is different. Like
See, I would say like this. Everyone is vibing to the same song.
right. Do you like to go to concerts of like weekend? Like I like weekend songs.
Yeah, I like
I like Guns N' Roses songs, but Taylor Swift. Okay, yes, I don't hate. I can we can say we hate it because we kind of shyly listen to it. You can publicly say, "Hey, I love this issue," right? But would you go to that concert?
weekend. Yeah, I might.
You would? I would not. I'm like, dude, why do you want to go to a concert? Because we can listen to it.
That's I'm going there for the experience.
What is that experience you're going there? Like you're jam packed in a crowd. Yeah, shit. You know, like
That's
the music is there. Like you don't even have headphones.
see, that's not the point of it.
You can't even dance in the Taylor Swift concert, bro.
Yeah, but
Like
people
go to a
there.
party, you're having a free space. You're in your own domain of thinking. You're in a domain of space, and you can kind of go out, go in into the party, go out of the party. But in a concert, you're like uh, sardines in a can, right? You're like, oh shit, I have this much space, and now I'm like, wow, I don't see a point with it.
Some people go there just for the sake of saying others that I've been to a concert. I believe that huge portion of people go there to get that experience, have that experience. Might be a once in a lifetime experience. Yeah, for example, Coldplay visited India last.
Yes.
They visited India last time.
No, my friends were like, I have tickets, so I'm like, I don't bother. No, I don't even bother.
See, a lot of them consider it as a once in a lifetime experience.
What,
Fair. I would not have gone for that.
what is that experience you're trying to find?
That's very subjective.
No, no, like,
That's very subjective.
what makes a good concert for you?
See, for I'll
Seeing that guy in 200 miles away.
see. I'll put it a similar example from a similar thing for me. Suppose I'm getting a poster saying that Quinton Tarantino is coming to Liverpool.
Sure.
He's hosting a session.
Right.
I can watch that in the in from a
But you can't ask questions to him.
but still getting hearing that from him,
Right.
I already have immense respect for this filmmaker.
Sure, sure.
So getting an opportunity to have a session, at least listen to what he's saying.
Do you know logically how I interpret that session? It's like you go into a space which is surrounded by your people. Like filmmakers only go, like
Yeah.
businessman doesn't go for a Quinton lecture, right? So I kind of resonate like this. Like these kind of talks is for like I go into a space where my peers are there, and there's three benefits for me. One is peer-to-peer communication, networking, anything like that, and asking questions to the person who's talking there, right? So there are like I've been to gazillion business conferences, right? And it's I think now it's such a waste of time for me. I don't go anymore because I didn't get into a concert where uh, that level of money is there. I think I should pay an entry ticket, which is like really expensive, not like 200 pounds, like 2000, 5000 pounds entry ticket, maybe.
See, that might be because you have been to a lot of I mean business concerts and similar stuff like that. So it might have the kind of things that they are telling in a business concert might have become repetitive for you. So you don't find that you don't find a reason which is completely curated for yourself for you being there. Might be one of the reasons.
You know what? I feel it's just a cycle of saying the business guy will come and say, do you know, do you know what you should do? You should invest money in it. Right? And the next loop is, do you know how I got successful? Because I invested my money in my mentor. This is a trap, right? Like you invest your money in a mentor, you'll be successful. And a lot of times we invest and fucked it up, dude. Like, and then I think like, what is he actually mentoring me? Like,
Is mentoring a payment maybe.
yeah, that's it, dude. Like, I kind of figured it out till there. I think only thing, like, he might be saying something like, okay, I am, I was going for SMMA mentoring, right? It's like, I usually charge around 150 to 200 pounds. He's like, you should charge 800. I'm like, where the fuck should I charge? Like, I'm asking this guy, and I asked my client, right? Hey, I want to do 800. So this thing. He's like, what is my return on it? Okay, I'm like stuck. Then I went back to the mentor. Right? I'm like, I'm stuck because 800 can't do. Right? He's like, that's a different line. Find a different line. Right? Okay.
So basically they are asking to search for money where there is money.
Sure. So it's very hard. Like their whole thing is like testimonials plus paying a huge lot of money to a mentor. So unless you don't have these two,
Mm.
you are not capable of that game. So his excuse is, do you have a testimonial? We are starting a business. Like, how do we get a testimonial? This is starting a business. Then they say you shouldn't do free work.
Mm.
That it's a loop and you can't break out of it. Either you do free work to get testimonials, then you charge more.
Mm. Yeah,
That goes in,
understood.
right?
So he started with films. Where are we now?
Right, right. We looped in the concert, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
So the same thing. So I was telling the experience of a mass of audience coming together,
right.
sitting together, spending 2 hours, maybe for entertainment, maybe for a redemption from from their day to day life.
Yeah.
For whatever purpose it is, the act of them coming together and spending time there to consume this artwork, I think that has a value in itself.
I'll tell you another story.
Yeah.
Back in the days when Roman Empire was there, Roman kings used to loot their subjects. Okay, they want they don't want a revolution to come from the subjects, like from the common people. So what they did was to build a Colosseum,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? So people can get in and get entertained and forget about the worry and forget about the person who is looting you,
Looting them as
right?
yeah, yeah, 100%.
So isn't the concert just a new Colosseum?
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. See, in the same way, if you say about entertainment cinema as well, same. It is also a looting theory. It's
It's
also
a
a
looting
looting
there.
business. But see, the thing is, the people are okay with it.
Film has more. How I see film is, you go through an experience without experience the pain and other things regarding the experience.
See, that's why. That's why I'm saying like,
Did you understand what?
yeah, yeah, I understood. I understood it. See, you go on. Can I continue? Carry on. Carry on.
So it's like if I want to experience love and then a heartbreak and then a love again, right? My second love or something like that, right? Uh, I could do it in life, right? But my rejection after the first love heartbreak comes, that is like a 3 to 6 months of period where you're mourning,
Yeah.
right? But in a film, you're doing that whole 3 to 6 months in just 20, 30, 50 minutes, right? The guy goes, the girl gets fucked up. The guy is like, sorry, stay. The hair grows, timeline skips, right?
Yeah.
And then he gets a new love. Then he understands life better, right? But you're going through that journey without feeling that pain, feeling that success. I think that is what film does.
Yep. See, there is one more concept. That is one of the main concept of storytelling is it 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 challenges all rules of time and space.
Sure, sure. Yes.
That is it. See, we can. There's a film called Boyhood,
I see that.
and that is 13 or 15 years of a child.
Oh, sure.
That is that of a boyhood. It is boyhood. So him going through the boyhood.
Yes.
So actually, that film was shot in 13 years. For a guy who has gone through 13 years, that is what is shot in the film. So that is actually a
Commitment, dude.
yeah. That's actually a
So did the film get returns on that?
yeah. It's a very well recognized film. I think I I'm not sure.
Nah,
I think
it not recognition and return is different.
see if only if the makers of the film wanted the what do you say the return parts.
I don't understand why people make art for just the sake of.
I don't understand why people make the art for the sake of money.
Why not?
I don't understand.
So that it is brilliant idea. So there are artists like Picasso, who is like fucked up in life,
Mhm.
brilliant art. There is artists like Leonardo da Vinci, brilliant art, brilliant life. I like brilliant art, brilliant life.
See, there's one more as an extension to that. We see you are a person who sees money as the supreme. You might be a person who seems that see whatever we are doing is for a materialistic benefit. Might
I think money is the tool which I can use to buy time and resources. And resources is the main issue. But in capitalistic
what are you
world,
going to do with the time that you bought?
to spend what I need. Dude, is it better for me to make a film about love and heartbreak, or is it better for me to date a woman and experience it?
Though two are two different feelings. Because I see, as a filmmaker, I don't make a love story to experience love.
No, but would you make a film? Would you sacrifice your timeline of being in love, falling off love, being in love with another person, over making a film?
It's very subjective. And
Oh, I'm saying subjectively to you.
yeah, I would. I'll prioritize filmmaking over my personal stuff. That is what shit means for me. I mean, because I see, that is what I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you that for a large percentage of filmmakers,
Right.
the filmmaking process and its execution is more rewarding than orgasm.
So, what is so? This is very, very, very sensitive. Not sensitive. This is very. Why do people need to create a mark in the world?
Okay, the question presiding that question, I would say, do you make films to make a mark in the world?
Right.
Like, that is the first question.
That is the reason, right?
Not really, not really. See, uh,
So why do you need a good film? Then you just need a film. You make a good film so that people resonate to it and it is talked by other people.
no, need not. See,
It's not
the concept of good is also very subjective.
right, but
See, what can you call a good film? A film that brings in more money. Is that a good film? In that is a concept. If that's a concept, then see, then there comes a comparison. Then if that's a good film, then what do you say? The all the Marvel movies are way better movies. Should be way better movies than what do you call it? Shawshank Redemption.
oh yeah, makes sense. See, but Shawshank Redemption still got the money back.
See, the year when the Shawshank Redemption was released, there was Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, oh shit, yeah.
There was Forrest Gump released.
It is like
And there was this film also, Jurassic Park as well, I guess. All these four films are released in the same year. So, if you were to pick the best of the lot, what will you pick?
it's a tough choice. Very tough choice.
I would pick Pulp Fiction.
Well, fiction. Shawshank also is like Jurassic Park is out of the picture for me. Like it's a good film. It's a good animation, but it's like
Bro, there are some cinematic marvels in that film. Do you remember the scene in which the dinosaur is approaching,
right.
and how he has shown the intensities? He has shown a glass of water in which the water.
Right.
So that is in a way building up the tension and see making you. There is a concept in, I think it's Hitchcock concept.
Oh shit, that guy is. I know that's Cross and Hitchcock, Tim Burton's film.
Oh, bro, fuck. Let's say we will talk about Hitchcock in another episode, man. See, there is a concept in which you have to see what I'll ask you. It's a very general question. When will you fear more? When you get to know that there is a snake under your bed, or when you see a snake under your bed, which will make you more scared? That I have told you,
Good question.
I've told you that there is snake under your bed, but you're not able to find it.
Right.
But you are in the room and you've seen the snake under the bed. Which
Oh yeah, was a snake under the bed, not seeing it.
not seeing it. So that is actually the concept. See, that is the concept of suspense.
Okay.
So that's the concept of suspense because
That's a concept of unclarity for me. Where the fuck is the snake?
exactly. So that suppose it's a murder mystery
Right.
film. The person is being murdered. It has been he's
Yep.
been murdered by a person,
Right.
and this person might have been he might have.
I say it's 12 Angry Men. Oh, I love that movie. I love it so much.
I would say it's a textbook for screenwriting.
Oh, so that movie, I think I watched it like 5 times, 6 times. I'm like, so good. It's so damn good. Like, how do you end up in a fucking room, dude?
There is another film, The Usual Suspects.
Oh, yeah, but I didn't like it too much.
You don't like it?
No, I unusual suspects.
Usual Suspects.
You usual suspects.
Usual Suspects.
Right. That's like that was good, but not like 12 Angry Men. I love 12 Angry Men.
Another level film. It's like I
I
would
was
say
saying,
textbook.
how do you do it in it? One room, two camera. Dude, how the fuck?
See, that's in that even this. I think the cinematography is the best part of that film
Right, right.
because initially you are studied, so there are white shots placed. You are the next. All the 12 people are introduced to us. We take our time to suck in the characters what they're telling. When art as the movie progresses, the
Dude, I think there is a Mohanlal movie which is trying to imitate it. Like, I seen this movie and I thought like the director or the writer is like making it so the same movie is like three, four couples come into a resort and one murder is committed.
Martam.
I'm not sure. Like,
It's one Mohanlal movie. It's a recent film. It won the national award.
is Ayod, the Mohanlal is the cast of it.
Okay. I understand.
So Mohanlal is like first he is like portrayed as a drunk guy, a drunk guy. Then he is like a
Retro film.
right.
Philosophy.
Then he's like a detective there. Then it comes into that resort instead of the room.
That's an Agatha Christie novel. It's
I think that's a 12 when he looked at it.
I remember the film.
Yeah, well, we put it in there, dude. Like,
So that is see building suspense. There is another thing. You have to convince the audience. How can you convince the audience about the tension of a screen? Suppose suppose we both are. This is a screen. This is a frame.
yeah, do you know like tension of the audience? There is a epic anime scene where it's like Luffy. Luffy and Ace is there. So Ace is Luffy's not blood brother but brother, right? There is a Marineford episode.
Okay.
So the episode is like Ace is going to get executed by the police,
Okay.
right? And Luffy is like a criminal. Ace is also a criminal, and that is how you build tension, bro. It's like 7 episode, 8 episode. I think it's a whole season. I guess the Marineford arc. Tension is built like that, dude.
That's where the beauty of film, I would say, is because in an anime you can actually put it in like 7 8 episodes and show the thing.
Right.
And in movie, if the screenwriter and director is brilliant enough, he can make it into a 7 minute scene
Right, right.
and show the and deliver that suspense.
Oof. I know that you're not understanding it, but
See, you are saying that because you understood something which is grabbed together and you hugged it because it was catered to you or a big platter. I am so much appreciating that because it was served to me on a small platter, but it tasted equally brilliant and same that
equally
or maybe more for me. Like it is something
no. People say categorize anime into cartoon and child movies.
I can categorize like that, but the only thing that is stopping me is I've tried watching, not like very casual watching, but I haven't got that point in which an anime has hooked me.
Yeah.
That's the part.
Are you guys like what will be a good suggestion for a anime introduction guy?
Yeah, please suggest me. I'll be watching. I'll be taking your advices or like suggestions.
I know this thing. What do you call it? Death Note is like the cringiest anime hooker.
Really?
Like it's I hooked on anime due to Death Note. Everybody who I know who is watching anime hooked to Death Note. And it's not like I did watch it multiple times or something. I did watch it multiple times, but not that much enough,
Yeah.
right? But it's a best hook, I guess. But yeah, anime is also so the world building and character building is something that you can't do it in films too. Like world building is One Piece is so good because of its world building aspect. You don't understand world building is One Piece is a anime of pirates and navy. Navy is police, pirate is pirate. It's Kalan and police. It's like police and robber, right? Thief and robber. Che, thief and police. So this is the whole anime. But we kind of say, oh, so it's like there will be sea, there will be navy, there will be pirate ship, right? No. world building starts. World building starts. There is an arc known as Skytopia. So there is a climb whereby from ocean you go to the sky. So cloud is the ocean now. And there is a world there. Fully fledged world building. Right? Then there is an episode whereby you go under the sea. There is another arc. That's the season. I'm like, dude. And it's like 7 seas, right? You will so it's so close to reality and philosophy. And it's like a very small difference which makes it under the like on the sea. Creative freedom is there, but most of it's so rooted in reality. You kind of say, oh yeah, if I explore that sea, I also might see it. That's where I'm like, oh fuck.
I think one of the very big advantage of anime is the larger than life concept.
Sure.
It is well pronounced in anime, I guess.
You know what the question that I asked, like love struck.
Yeah.
In Malayalam movies, it's like love struck and the actor goes back, right? I never seen a more beautiful woman than this, right? Anime, it will be like a bullet to the head, and it's like a full animation montage of a psychedelic issue, right? That and it's like, oh shit, love struck.
Yeah.
It's like one thing about anime is like you would notice it when you watch it. You said, that, is it like a real life character? Right. It's actually cats rather than human. Cats. Like the face structure is not human. It's cats. You know why? Because we like cats which are cute, and it's like an emotional trigger whereby you don't make a decision whether it's cute or not.
Yeah.
Right. So, dude, like you have to think about it, right? The first anime guy who draws this, go on through this whole hoops, dude.
That is smart.
That smart is not. It's not even the starting point of it. Like how you progress a story. Like especially this One Piece is like 1,000 something episode, dude. Like you can't make a story like this. Like you can't start a story like saying, okay, once in a mountain there lived a two people. Then you kind of build on it, build on it, build on it. It's like a Lego box whereby he's keep constantly building. And you know what? One Lego box built, one Batman car is done. Then he still builds. Okay, now it's like a castle. Oh fuck, now he's still building. Now it's like a ship. What the fuck? Right? We kind of say, oh, okay, this is the stop. Oh no, did it again. Oh shit, this is not the stop. Did it again. Right? This is where we amused. Like, how creative can a person be? That thing, a film cannot do it, dude. Like, he can't do it. Right? He can do Kill Bill 1, 2, 3. Right? Then it has to stop. But this guy, I think his whole life is on that anime, dude. Like 20, 30 years of his life. One anime.
I think we can conclude for the day, maybe.
Guys, suggest him a lot more animes whereby he gets a wow effect, and suggest him more movies in which so that he will come to my other side. There is no other. Either you're gay or you're straight. There is no middle gay. So with that thing, we conclude this episode. Stay tuned for IO podcast for amazing guests and conversations.